Hi, my name is Kylie Stubbs, and kind of wanted to talk about this kind of government shutdown. Basically, a lot of people are not getting paid, and unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do about it because it's the government. And I mean, if any of one of you are kind of like in this boat of how you're going to either feed your kids, feed yourself, or pay your rent, how about try to invest in yourself into, MLL or a home-based opportunity? Because it's pretty bad when the Coast Guard tells them, people that have, been working that, oh, well, I understand you got rent, I understand you got bills, or basically go have a garage sale. It's gross, but I have no control over it. I kind of find it's not really bright and stupid over a wall that will pretty much not really do anything. It's just a waste of money and stupid of everything. But there is a way through all this mess that you can possibly be making money at home, and you don't have to rely either on a job or any of that. Fortunately, I'm not working as much as I would like with this, because I do have a 9-to-5, which reality it's a 6-to-6. But right now I should be asleep right now because I should have work tomorrow, but I don't. And that's just due to my company having a factory shutdown. And you can't predict that. And it sucks because that money that you were depending on isn't going to happen. Isn't going to be there. So basically, I think honestly it's time for me and a lot of people just to create our own income that we can rely on ourselves. Because comes a day that, my company is, there's tons of rumors going around because our CEO has been tweeting, and by his tweets they're thinking that our factory is going to get shut down. And that's a lot of jobs. That's income going for me of not knowing, what's going to happen. And due with the government shutdown, that unemployment, that's not getting paid. Our taxes are not even going to get paid. And it's a sham. It's ridiculous. So, we really need to start putting stuff into place on, saying, for me, I'm a mother of 6, and I'm the only one that pretty much brings income right now. And if something were to happen to me, my wealth is dying with me. There's not anything that's going to be able to do, which, and honestly, is a very, very scary thought. Or if for whatever reason I lose my job, I'm not going to be able to provide for my family. And people would say, oh, well, there's food stamps, there's government assistance. Well, they're saying that they're not going to pay next month at all. And that it's just going to be a mess. But we need to really, really start making it so we can do ourselves. And that's literally the game plan. Because there's people, if you don't see, look at Shark Tank. Shark Tank, most people have an idea, they're doing it, and they get signed, and guess what? They're millionaires now. It's pretty simple. The time that I spent just going to work, let alone the time that I could be spending with my family is gross in itself. And then you look at it, and they take about 30 to 40% of your money that you worked, you put your time into, out of taxes. So you're not getting your full paycheck at all. And then, you know, you're looking at other things like you're paying, it's not only that you're paying Uncle Sam through your job, but you're also paying anything that you buy. Your gas. That's, you know, and gas alone, you wouldn't even know that you're paying a tax. You know, you can see it go up, but they include your taxes in the price of your gas. So in California right now, we're paying about 76 cents per gallon. So that's almost $1 cheaper. But I get where those taxes are implied. I think, I don't remember, but it was whatever Governor Brown did. And I say our roads need to be fixed. And since that gas tax been, our roads are getting fixed. But still, it's, when you're getting there and you're getting another tax and another tax, you're not going to be able to keep your money. And if you're looking at inflation basically goes up. So 3% goes up every year, 3%. And with that going on, you know, you try to plan and try to make it so your family is okay, or you're making it really great so you have a retirement. It's not going to do it if you're going to just do it with a job. It's not going to go. Because if you haven't seen the rent crisis in California alone, rent prices have gone up. Like, it's to the point, I know in the Bay Area, like Fremont, San Francisco, San Jose, they're paying $2,000, not for a house, for a 1-bedroom apartment. 1-bedroom apartment. So just think about what the credit and the income requirements you're going to have if you have kids. It's because you're going to need more. Here, it's not as bad, but it's still, you know, it's decent compared to that price. It's at least $1,600 for a 4-bedroom house, but $1,700. But still, that's really high, especially if you're not commuting to the Bay Area. You're paying the prices here, and a normal factory job is only paying $13 an hour. So regardless, you're not going to be barely making enough. I barely make enough where at my job that I qualify. But I have to commute in the Bay Area, but luckily I don't have to pay the gas in that. But still, it's, for that wage, I'm really basically taking my time. Basically trading my time for that wage. And being on 16 hours a day sucks. It sucks when you have kids. And don't get me wrong, I love my company, and I do. It's just, I'm done trading my time that, honestly, I'm never going to get back for a job. When I know it, I may not be doing it now, but I know people have been making $10,000 a month. Some people just being a tax preparer for, you know, 3 months out of the year are making $150,000. That's more than what I make, and I make about $70,000 a year at my job. But still, it's why go the time when there's possibility? I mean, you can make money on YouTube. There's other ways of doing it, and other ways of investing in everything. It needs to be done. So if you're kind of tired of all, you know, this kind of putting light of, you know, you're kind of struggling to either, you know, you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, which most people are, paying off those student loans. I mean, this program that I'm part of does all that. It helps you pay off your student loans. It helps you get out of debt and basically increase your income through either lowering your taxes and basically adding people, just everyday people, to you so you can build you know, you get a commission for it. Yeah, it's a commission-based job, but still, how many people are needing to fix their credit? A lot. how many people need more income? A lot. Like, I mean, most people pay a lot. I mean, I know people that have paid at least $100 a month just to fix their credit. And the thing is, they're not going to see any increase, any whatsoever increase for like at least 90 to 6 months with whatever company that they did. And why pay all that? Why? When you can pay only $50 and $35 a month after that, but $50 to basically be able to do it and know why it's getting done, instead of trusting into a company to do it for you. Trusting that, or after that. And most people I've known that fix their credit have done it in a month. Like, they've seen results within a month. Like, some people have a 100-point increase, but that's not, you know, I don't know what you guys will be having, but still, that's 100 points increase is like a lot. I mean, and even if your credit is just fixed, you know, you see them all around, those checks and cash or check and go or any of those that, you know, you basically, you know, checks, cash in place. What do they have? They have loans. And those loans, if you really need money, yeah, they'll take you. They'll, you know, your credit maybe not be bad, but if you're like some credit where a bank won't take you, they most likely will. But here's the thing, you're gonna pay about $1,000, like double in just the interest alone. And raising your credit will save you money, a lot of money, and just a lot of money. So, you know, I mean, and then once you have good credit, guess what? You don't have to pay rent. You can buy yourself a house that your mortgage will be probably about half of what it is. Half. Literally half. I mean, I've looked at the research and it's like, dude, but my credit's good. It's just my husband's credit's bad, but they take the pair. So it's like, you get that, and you get, you know, debt elimination. And we all need that. I mean, tracking your spending, lower your taxes, where you have more money that you can either pay stuff off or use it, and then being able to actually create an income with it. And, you know, at some point be able to make a passive income. And passive income is basically, you don't have to really do anything. You just sit there and let your money, just acquire money in your sleep. There's no time, there's no nothing. It's just minimal effort. Free money, you know, because you did a certain thing. You did something with it. You get free money. Basically just sitting there. You don't have to work for it, and it's nice to have. And, you know, if something's got to give. You know, like my sponsor alone, she tells it like it is. And one of the things that, I may not be in a government job, but when you put your dependence on something and it goes away, you really put your faith in basically letting them whatever you do. If you put faith for them to provide for you, you do let them, you basically put it in that they can starve you. Because if they're going to provide for you and it's gone, guess what? You got nothing else, there's nothing really else to do. I mean, a lot of people are on food stamps. A lot. You know, with my job, I still qualify for assistance and I still get assistance. I hate it, but, you know, I've tried getting by, and my job barely barely makes it enough to get by. And so it makes it a little bit easier of me when I get food stamps, but I mean, that's not going to come in. And, you know, since throughout the year, I didn't do my taxes right. I know I'm guaranteed a refund. When that refund's getting paid, I have no idea. Some people say that they're going to start paying January 28th, but I highly doubt it. Especially with a president that is literally having a pity party tantrum because he's not getting his way. And with how stubborn he is, he's gonna go the down. And I'm honestly, it's ridiculous. It's literally, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what else to say except that there's really nothing you can do except work from home, except be an entrepreneur. You know, my sponsor, she realized that when she quit her job. Well, not actually quit. She got fired from her job. And she realized that it wasn't... she didn't want to put her money and effort in it. If they're just going to fire her and not appreciate her. So guess what? She invested in herself. She invested out with the company. And now she makes 6 figures a year. 6 figures a year. And with all this going on, she doesn't have to worry about, you know, about her money, about how her kids are getting fed, how her bills are getting paid. They're getting paid. You know what I mean? And she realized basically we need to start investing in ourselves. We need to basically acquire wealth or income. Not just for us, not having something that dies with us, but something for our kids. Literally our kids. And things are going out. I'm sorry, I would rather have my kids have a safety net. And it's not like, I'd rather have my kids have a safety net. And I mean, I hate going to my job. I mean, how do I put it? I mean, they somewhat cut our hours, but still, it's more time, but it hurts our paycheck. But I used to be working 5 days a week, basically working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But that's not counting my commute time. My commute time to Fremont. So basically, I literally get on my bus at 3:40 in the morning and basically get to work maybe half an hour to 40 minutes depending on what day of traffic. Clock off at 6 p.m. and don't get to the bus stop until like 8:30, 8:40, and then I don't get home until 9 o'clock. Sweat. Doing it all over again. People ask me how I stay sane. I'm like, no. My brain's literally, I'm asleep literally all the time. I may be up and functioning, but my brain is not working on that lack of sleep. So, it does not. It doesn't work. And by doing that, I'm the type of mom that had my kids back to back. I have 6 of them. My oldest is going to be 8 next week. And, my second youngest, before I had my recent one, which was in October, I literally missed her walking for the first time. I literally missed her crawling for the first time. She wasn't doing any of that. She wasn't. I missed that. And am I going to get that back? No. Nope. And that sucks. So, if you really want things to change and you're tired of living this crap of, our money literally going by, because, you're an employee, you get taxed 40%. Guess what? You own your business. And with my opportunity, you considerably, you're a business owner at this point. You get, instead of maybe 30%, instead of 40% of your taxes gone, you get 30%. You get to write off a whole bunch of stuff that you weren't going to be able to do with, basically with a job. Job's not going to do anything. 401ks, they don't really grow. They don't grow how you need to grow with inflation. If they worked with inflation, yeah, keep your money there, but they're not going to do anything. You just put all that money somewhere, and it's just really going to grow somewhat, but it's not going to be enough when you need it. When you retire, it's not going to be enough. Because our pay is saying that, okay, you get a raise. Do you know how much is the raise? More, 25, 50 cents. That's it. Not very much. A couple dollars. Not really going to pay much of anything. So if you really want to change, you really, really want to get out of this, go to joinKylieStubbs.com. And I'm going to put the link in the description box so you can click on it and subscribe to my channel. And if you feel any of this information, like it and share it. Thank you.